Hello and welcome, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you want to support us a little further, consider becoming a member here on our channel. And in addition to that, if you want to support us even further, you can go ahead and join us on Patreon. That gets you into our exclusive Discord server where you'll be able to hang out with all of us. And if you're interested in any of our open slots, that is listed on our Patreon as well as listed in D&D Beyond, as well as listed in our Discord server. Reach out to me and let me know if you're interested in joining any of our games. Where last we left off, the party had just gotten done watching the beginning stages of all of the trials that happened here in Valen, and decided to go back and have a nice little meal at the Cade family residence. After having the meal and having a exacerbated conversation about why Gray will never ever be able to get with Caprinius, Gray found out that, well, he swings for a different team. Or maybe he catches for a different team. Nobody really honestly knows. That's more of a private thing, and he's a little bit of a private individual. But after having her soul crushed, the rest of the family went to continue their trials, but this portion of it is specific to Valen only. Only individuals who are Valen are allowed to participate in it. That means if you have not conducted yourself into the ritual properly, if you are not an actual member of their society, you are not welcome at this event. So the party had to stay behind, and as per the time-honored tradition, you had to clean their fucking house. I mean, you get to sleep here for free and eat here for free. The least you can do is clean up a little, you know? There was a little bit of a conversation about the skull that Forrest and Gray tried, you know, gimme, no, you gimme. Fleet stole the skull. Unfortunately, in his little mouse form, he still fucked up just a tiny bit, which got him caught with the skull, and Gray managed to take it and throw it underneath her very large sets of clothing that intertwine and wrap all around herself in a maze-like pattern, which is traditional garb for your people. Now, after all of that, Cade brought up a kind of touchy subject with his sister. And you found out that apparently she's suffering from a thing called she's fucking dying because sorcerers suck. And upon realizing this, Cade seems to have a lot of hard feelings about this, kind of seems to be taking it a little personally. Who knows why? And you all find out that all of her sarcasm seems to be a defense mechanism, and all of her rebelliousness is just because she kind of just wants to start living her life, even though she has about 15 years or so if she doesn't figure out how to control this until magic in the air literally suffocates her to death. As a wild sorcerer, I mean, that is the life that you have to lead sometimes. After having that joyous conversation, she opened up a dialogue with you all asking, well, what the fuck do you all want to do with your life? And for the first time, you all had to sit back and reflect upon it, learning that Cade wants to aspire to be the number 2 of Valen behind his brother Caprinius. Forrest wants to do something to help his brother and to bring someone back or something. All very cryptic. Dar don't give a fuck and just wants to do. And Gray apparently wants to do something so magnificent that she can look her people in the eyes and flip them the fuck off. You know, what all of us adults aspire to do. But after having this conversation, she went upstairs where Gray noticed that she is actually in pain actively, but she puts on a very strong front so that the majority of people would never notice. And that's where we are picking up, everybody. All of you are alone here inside of the Cade family residence. The house is spotless and clean.
Forrest went to the bath.
Forrest is bathing.
After some, it's heavy shit.
Gray will hand Cade a cup of tea. There's well, let's just say there's a few things in there that'll help your nerves.
Alcohol.
Okay, just Can't tell if it's rage or sadness, just slightly shaking the cup of tea. Thank you, Miss Gray. And he just picks it.
I'd like to help if I can.
I would very much like that. Okay. Wait, I'm good. Okay. If you're gonna help, I'm gonna give you at least a synopsis of full story of. Would you like? I'll tell you a story of a rule, I guess. A rule was born very sick. She was like me. Whereas I got better, she didn't. We tried as much as we could to help her. And then the worst of it, my brother Callius found a solution. And I bet you don't need 3 guesses to figure out the solution. If you can look at how he appears.
He made a deal.
Mm-hmm. He made a deal with one of the fiends of the hills. In return for allowing my sister to survive, both he and my sister were transformed into tieflings. And she got better. Sure, she changed in appearance like that, but she was healthier for a time.
Is that why you know Infernal?
Of course. I wanted to help my siblings the best I can, so I dogmatically learned Infernal. That's why most of us, all 3 of us, when I first got back here, had left Valen. Copernicus, Callius, and me. We all left. We all wanted to help Rule go back to how she was. We all thought that she should have the freedom of choice to change her appearance to who it was. If she made the deal, fine. It was Callius who made the deal and she shouldn't have suffered for that. So we all went out, found solutions. Turns out, I found the solution first. About 4 weeks ago, I made a deal. I went to the Church of Asmodeus. I talked to the lawyer who was in there, and I promised an open-ended favor for whatever he wanted in return for him helping my sister turn to her normal appearance. Just worded it careful there.
We're trying to help.
Yeah. I made a deal, and now I came back here. All my brothers were recalled because they heard the news. And I thought, hey, I did good. Fixed the day. Helped my little sister. And now all I did was change her physically of her appearance. I did not change her health. Please help me. Please help my sister. I'm not good at medicine. I'm not good at arcane. Please help.
Whatever I can do to help.
Thank you.
Unin is going to crawl across the table, like walk across the table, and jump into Cade's lap and kind of like nestle in there.
Jay's just one hand petting it, the other hand just slowly drinking. Do you mind if I say my thoughts for the night, Miss Gray? Until the family comes home. I need to recollect. Please don't tell the family. My family does not know I made this deal. I don't want to disappoint them again.
I won't tell anyone.
Thank you.
And said that just briefly before I leave you, it's her sensitivity to magic in the area that's causing this. If we were to find a way to diminish her sensitivity to that, that may solve the problem without much else changing. Just a thought, but I'll do what I can, and I'm not one to ask a lot of favors of my deity, but I'll see if I can find out any input from him as well.
Thank you, Miss Gray. Thank you.
Get some rest.
I'll be here. I'll be here if you need me. He's just gonna start sipping on his tea, just quietly rubbing the cat. Quietly rubbing Moonin.
He purrs and kind of does the
biscuits.
The biscuits into like your leg and kind of falls asleep there.
And Gray will go outside to the pool and like dip her feet in, and she's like, okay, so maybe I won't drown myself out of embarrassment. I've got something else to work on.
So, while you're doing this, all of you feel the mountain quake, and then you hear a very loud echoing of thunder ripple through this entire side, though there's no clouds in sight.
Dar connects to Talon to see if he sees anything.
Is Talon a familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. You look inside of the main testing area, and you see Victoria, but her hair seems to be shaking and static, and these large blue tattoos are stretching across her entire body as she's holding somebody down against the ground, and there's split, cracked stone underneath them.
I'd square up with Caden. Is that Cade? Is that something to be expected?
Where are you watching, Dar?
Well, he heard and felt.
Okay, but make sure he didn't describe the situation. Did you describe the
No.
situation, or did you describe
yeah.
the fault?
Well, yeah, I described the situation. Blue tattoos, etc.
What are you doing right now, Dar?
I was meditating, and then the room shook. So I was trying to investigate what caused it.
Stop looking right now. Do not watch the trial. It's not for your eyes.
So this is expected.
This is normal.
Okay. And
Just
Dar goes back to meditating.
it's not for the eyes of the non-Valen. Even I'm not supposed to watch. I'm one of the more even-tempered this. Do not tell anyone that you were watching.
I hear all this.
Yeah. Union's on your lap.
And it's on Kate's lap, so you hear everything.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But... So, the evening continues.
So after my nap, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt anyone's heartbeat. So after my hour nap while they were talking to the sis earlier, I'm going to get up, stretch, and I'm going to wander around and see if I can find any books.
I want him to come in so happy into the, oh, what's up, guys? Just...
Roll me an investigation roll, Flea.
All right.
You guys look sad. What's going on?
I'm hungry.
I'll take it off that, but no.
No, there's not a single book in this building. There is a flush door, that you can't get under or through unless you wish to try to pick the lock of Costas, who is currently sleeping in there. But looking everywhere else, there's not a single book in here. Oh, sorry. Under Callus's bed, there's like 6 or 7 smut novels.
Perfect. I am going
He's
to...
very open-minded. Like,
I'll grab one
concernedly.
of the smut novels.
Okay.
And I'll replace... Oh, I don't remember the name of the... So, and I'll anyway, I'm just going to grab one of the smut novels. And I'll put it in my bag.
All right.
I need
So-
Tell me you grab the lusty Argonian.
Roll me 1d8. Or 1d7, yeah.
Oh, the lusty bugbear.
Oh, you know what I don't have on? Do we have to turn on the die thing every time?
What? Yes, please, everybody. I forgot to mention that. Please turn on your 3D dice so that rolls are visible to people watching as well.
Was that on? Okay, that's why it was a different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So
Drew, where's this
4
at?
in the settings.
Ah, I see. Sorry.
So 4. You find the smut novel, his Tao of Desire.
Nice.
It is a very lustrous book written about a union between a Duragar and a Drow that was forbidden because of the opposing factions of their families' viewpoints within the area, and has a very strong sensual scene on the 4th page that lasts until about the 27th page. The book is only about 90 pages long.
Awesome. And then I will go down after I put the book away. I mean, I take it with me.
Yeah.
Not openly, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go down and see what everyone else is up to.
Kate's at
walk
the
in the
table
booth.
just drinking tea
Yeah.
at the table.
I think
Hi,
Dar is
guys.
meditating.
Yeah.
Dar's meditating by me, I guess. I think Boris went up to the bath. I think Miss Gray's helped by the tub. So the only one in the room would be me and Dar.
Forrest and Gray are. Forrest is in the bath and Gray's near the tub. Is that what you said?
Pool.
By the way, Forrest is in the tub. Miss Gray's by the pool. She'll have to go see her brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So how is everything? You guys hungry?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Please.
Great.
Can I see him holding the book?
No, I put it in my bag. In the back.
Okay, just making sure. Like, okay.
To be fair, Cade, your family doesn't really have books, ever.
Yeah, if brother's out, your brother's in the bath if you want to go see him. If you need an extra towel, you can find them. You can go borrow one from my room.
I think I'll just help myself to the kitchen. And I'm going to go in the kitchen and dig around for snacks.
There's plenty of leftovers, delicious stuff. If you're looking for snacks, you're looking at protein bars, more or less, as their go-to. Corn chips are available as well. And the only dip they have is guacamole. They do not have salsa, unfortunately.
I'll grab some chips and guacamole and come back out to where Kate is and just kind of munch on them while I stare at him.
Dard kind of sniffs the guacamole, opens his eye, sees it, and goes grab some. Because his player loves guacamole.
Everybody loves guacamole, or you're wrong.
So while I'm out by the pool, I'm gonna take a second to try and send I guess you would say a prayer to Pastille, just to be like, what can I even start with this?
So, Gray, to you, everything is normal. Keep in mind. To everybody else in the area, the air is laced with this earthy taste and flavor. Very dull, very bland, but very earthy. Suddenly. It starts becoming heavy for you all to breathe. Not really difficult breathing, it's just kind of like a thickness in this air. But the best way to describe it to any of you with a passive of, I'd say, 13 or higher is you feel like you are sitting partially buried in the ground right now. Like the dirt is like filling you, but it's not suffocating. It's just a very strange sensation for all of you to be experiencing. However, as I previously said, Gray, everything's perfectly normal and fine because you're used to this.
Yep.
Roll me a D100.
God,
Because
no
you have a
wonder she's
minor
creepy.
deity as your deity, he actually listens very frequently.
I think they
God.
put mushrooms in this guacamole. It tastes a little earthy.
19.
Oh, that's low.
Must be mineral water as he's floating in the bathtub.
Just looking at the tea, wonder, is
Is
this
there a
tea
leak in
bad?
this pipe?
Did this tea bag get infected?
Gray, you feel a heaviness kind of leaning against your shoulders. And you can tell Pastille is not completely satisfied right now. You have the feeling that he is, despite the fact that you've buried so many of those undead, powerful, disgusting, vile creatures that go against his dogma specifically, it seems to have made him want more. And he seems upset with you that there isn't more. However, you get a sensation that if he would be fulfilled in this manner, you may get an answer from him. Your God is not a benevolent God. He gives you things you earn. So.
And then I'll say that I have the skull that is, as soon as I am able, will be buried for you. Will you tell me at that point?
You get another sensation of nearing impatience. But then the heaviness in the air lifts. And everything goes back to normal.
God, he's such a toddler. I want more.
What was that?
No big deal.
Oh, Dar, do you have a good passive? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you definitely notice that sensation in the air.
What was that feeling?
It's the mushrooms and the guacamole.
Dar sniffs the mushrooms and kind of digs through it a bit with the chip.
Roll me a survival check, Dar.
A survival check. Oh, yeah.
Is the guac bad? Are we going to have to go throw it out and make more?
There's no mushrooms in guacamole. Those flavors don't go together, and there's none in that.
A few minutes later, after Gray has put on her shoes and all the other layers, is there a way we can get out of here quietly?
What is up? What happened?
Well,
Getting anxious about the skull.
We can
Yeah,
put it
well-
in the magical notifications chest if it's that worrying to you.
and we're
If
not
you like
supposed to
magic
go.
rest. Yeah, we're not supposed to leave.
Go outside, and I
mean-
tried to go outside, but it didn't work.
That's because you had the skull, and
See?
do you know about how long the trials are gonna last?
Is it to midnight or is it just a few more hours, Joe, if I remember correctly? It's just
Only a few
hours.
more hours. The last trial happens at dusk.
Yeah, it's till about sundown. The second the sun's down, that's generally about when it ends.
Cool.
So,
'cause,
4 more hours?
Great. Cool. Because I'm ready to bury this thing.
We
Bury
can-
the hedge it.
Once we get finished here, we can go down the mountain if it ease your mind, Miss Gray. Once they finish with the ceremony. I wouldn't recommend the guac. Apparently, it's earthy.
Yeah, it's really good. Do you want some?
It's fine. No, the guac is fine.
Yeah, it is
still full
fine,
from
it's good.
lunch.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay.
No, I mean, as like the guac itself is good.
Yeah. It is good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go make some more tea. Like it's just me.
And the
Keep in
only
mind-
person wise enough to
Christmas-
notice is Dar.
Yeah, and she has a negative charisma score, so like the whole lying and trying to play it off thing is not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are-
there's no doing that.
Dar just stares at her but doesn't say anything.
Gray, you do see my message, right? Just to clarify of a portion of the relationship. That's typically how things function between you two.
Mhm.
Yeah, if we go. Change that. There we go. Yeah, probably after dusk we can go down the steps. It'll take us 4 hours, 5 hours to get down the mountain to the dirt again, and then we could probably hustle. We can make it back to welcome back to family. Then we head out. Then we come back, kind of thing. Before we go. Does that sound fine with you?
Yeah.
So, you all wait around for about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. And
I would like to
you,
short rest during this point.
all of you may short rest if you wish. You all experience that same quaking thunder rolling through the area yet again, and the air becomes static around you, but it's not enough to really cause any type of concern, more just atmosphere.
Dad
Dara
has
opens
a
his
big
eye for
smile on his face.
Mhm.
Like he
Dara
has
opens the
Go ahead, Dar.
Dara opens the eye for a second, but just give him a cheat and closes it again.
Very well.
Don't worry, Dar. The thunder rolls. The lightning strikes. Mother love probably grows cold.
I hate you so
That
much
is-
for that.
That is like one of 2 country songs I like in the entire fucking genre. So yeah, it's great. It's good.
That is just because he has finally like a small smirk or a small smile of ease, just feeling all the static in the air.
So
Forrest is still in the bathroom.
pruny as fuck.
He's asleep.
Another 2 hours go by. All right, roll me a percentile die. Let's see if you drown. No, I'm fucking with you. Just...
Let the fate decide.
Well, we find out where he's going.
28.
No, you don't drown.
I knew someone once that would take naps in the bathtub, and I'm like, you can drown. Like, no, I'll wake up. Okay, sure.
Did they drown?
They hadn't
But
last
anyway.
I checked, which was a long time ago. But anyway.
Oh, look, it's Maiden in
Anyways.
real life.
2 more
There it
hours
is.
go by, and you see the sun is falling on the horizon, and you hear the chanting and loud collaboration of all of the Valen people beginning to spread deeper and deeper down the mountain and move into the streets all around as well. As soon as the sun is completely settled, the door slams open as Callus saunters on inside. Oh, that was a great time. And you see he has blood all over his body. He has these massive scars, bruises all over him as well. And his pinky is currently wrapped in a very large wrapping, and it's slightly off angle.
Welcome back. Had fun at the trial.
Yeah, I did. Oh, hey. Have you ever been hit by Mom at her full power?
No.
I died for a few seconds. And he sits down at the table.
You look it.
Oh, whoo. Oh, that's a fucking shock. A moment later, Costas comes downstairs, looks at you all, nods. Callus goes, "Hey, Dad. Hey, so, I got hit by Mom this time." "You're alive. Good for you." And then continues walking. Forrest. The door slams open loudly, and you look up at the completely naked form of Kadamas's father. Despite the fact that he is an old man, that oddly doesn't make you feel any better.
The duck is just floating across. His eyes are wide, just like Jesus fuck.
"Sorry, I didn't know anybody was in here." He grabs a towel and wraps up.
Dara points a finger at Cade. "Is your family always like this?" He messages.
Yeah, It's like a family. Yeah.
Dar nods and
I'm confused. Like,
So-
what families don't act like this?
Now,
he doesn't
Forrest. Sorry.
Do you want me to
Good.
get out?
Yeah, he just keeps staring at you. Only if you're done.
I look at my
And he looks
hands.
down at your, well, your wrists are now pruny. Like, it's going up your body.
Yeah, I'll get out.
He nods, then closes the door with him on the other side of it, not in your room.
Do, 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 do.
30 seconds later, Caprinius is being escorted in right now by Victoria, who you can all see a faint blue glow across like her body, and her typical long robes are seared up to like the shoulders and large portions across her body, and like they're tattered and torn at this point, like definitely destroyed in a lot of capacities. But you look over at her and all of you notice her eyes are currently like pure white. Oh, hi. Wow, you all did a great job cleaning.
Thank you.
You've been a
Would you like
wonderful
some
hostess.
guacamole?
I would love some guacamole. And she like energetically walks over to you, and you all notice static is like rippling off her body. And Callus goes, Mom, you might want to calm down a little bit. Oh, I forgot. And the tattoos fade, her eyes go back to normal. Sorry. It was fun. And
Said
then
runes?
takes... what?
You said runes were on her. Sorry, this is out of character.
No, tattoos, not runes.
Oh,
Just
okay,
tattoos.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's lightning tattoos all across her body.
Gotcha.
And she sits down right beside you, Flea, and like takes a couple of scoops out from it. Did you add something to it?
Just a few spices from the kitchen.
Oh, that tastes so good. You have to tell me which spices you used. I might try that next time we make it. Kadamas, where's your sister?
She's up in her room.
Understood. Alrighty, so everybody, I suppose dinner time. I'm famished. And all of you look at like Caprinius, who's lying on the floor, his leg is shattered, like his arms are like cut all across them, and he has sear marks against his chest.
I don't have much healing left, but
No,
you...
no, thank you.
Okay.
He spits
anything
up
y'all
blood.
want? Anything y'all want in particular tonight?
Food, now. Let's go. And the
Okay.
entire family rushes over to the table, other than Costas, and they are excited to eat. All of them look famished. Arel is still upstairs in her room, though.
And Cade's going to the kitchen. Miss Gray, if you need to do what you need to do, we'll be cooking by the time hopefully it's gonna be yours.
Yeah,
You're good to travel now.
Perfect. I have a ritual I need to take care of, but I need to be on actual dirt. So I will be back shortly.
Before you go, here, take the guacamole with you. We have plenty more in the fridge. You know, little snack. All right. Enjoy your ritual.
Thank you.
Yeah. And she hands you
Okay.
the dish of guacamole.
And I
Well,
put
Flea,
some
now you
chips
don't
in
have
on top of
guacamole
it.
anymore.
well,
I'll go to the fridge and
The
pull some
fridge.
more out for-
while
the-
Costas is
The cabinets.
showering,
Yeah.
while Costas is bathing,
Fantasy
Cade's gonna
fridge.
start making dinner.
I'm sure they have
Right,
something.
right. So, you give me a survival check, Cade.
Okay.
You make the simplest, most filling thing that you can possibly make last minute, which is reusing the chicken that was already here, making a very easy, simple pesto, and grilling up the bread with a little smearing of butter over top of it to soften it up a little bit. It's not anything fantastic, but it's filling, and it gets the job done, and it's not bad. And everybody's, oh my god, yes, just immediately diving in. Very, very happily consuming this. Caprinius limps over to the table, pulls out his chair, and sits down.
You get hit by mom too? No.
He nods.
I'll get in there surfing for you.
Victoria looks over at you. He didn't die, though.
I heard the same thing about Callius, too.
No, he died. Did you lie to your brother? I told him I died.
You said you nearly died. Or
No,
died
I
for a
said
few
I
seconds.
died for a few seconds.
He said he died.
Oh, for a few seconds. Okay, my mistake.
Mm,
Oh, a good
yeah.
one, too, Caprinius.
When are you
mind if
going to
I have
teach
some
me
of the-
how to do that? Oh, go ahead, Flea.
Mind if I have some of the chicken a la Gertrude?
Timestamp. All right, yeah, that's a good one. What are we looking at? 41 minutes. Okay, continue. Yeah, sure. Eat whatever you would like. Feel free.
If I look in, is the book on the table still?
No, it is not.
Just start putting a broth to start cooking. So something a little bit later for maybe a third portion if they want a little bit later. Just at least broth starting to cook so we can do a medium layer cooked meat. And I'm gonna start working on the second serving. Just trying to help by the time Dad gets out. Should be good. He can take over.
Yep. So,
And, once everyone's settled, I will make my way out.
alrighty. So, you all stand there and continue eating, and everybody's sharing very happily. And like, despite Caprinius's visual, he seems happy, same as everybody else does right now, like ecstatic and energetic. And he even like, for the first time, cocks a smile. Mom, when are you going to teach me how to do that? Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry, you don't have that aptitude. I mean, you said I was, I had the aptitude for either or. Yeah, but you focus so hard on, honoring our ancestors, which is a fantastic thing. Now I feel like you can't really dabble into the other end of our family's heritage. It would take you too long to learn to do, well, that. And how did you maintain that for so long? It made no sense. Oh, that's a simple thing. You and your father, you call upon the ancestors by focusing intently and feeling angry and aggressive. The storm excites me. So as long as I'm excited, I can just do it. Caustix walks out from the bath with only the towel wrapped around himself and leans down and kisses Victoria on top of the head. Yup. Storm definitely does treat you like that, huh? Always has. Did you sleep well? Yeah, the kids barely even made any noise. Thank you all for that. And he sits down at the table, still not dressed, as everybody's cooking. And Cade, you bring out a rush of food. Remember, he has to go do watch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going to. I think I have some broth done in a bit, in say 15, 20 minutes. At least the bare minimum of broth. We can throw in some of the chicken in that. Would that be fine with you?
Oh, jeez, that is awesome. He looks over at Forrest and Flea. Guys, if you've been teaching him to cook with you, bravo. Bravo. Before, he was god-awful at it. It was the most disgusting thing that you had to taste, honestly. Right now, this is edible. And he takes, like, a big smearing of the pesto on the bread and just, like, rips it off.
We do our
love.
best.
No love. Kate's gonna say, like, very exaggeratedly hurt as he goes back into the kitchen. No love.
Yeah, we've been doing our best to help him with the cooking. As far as fighting, he's been amazing, but yeah, the cooking we've been trying to help him.
Yeah, you all keep telling us that. I mean, hey, next trial, right?
Hopefully, if I'm back here in time, I would love to.
Yeah.
Not gonna
That's
go
the
for body.
spirit.
Probably gonna go for the combat. Gonna try.
Really? Victoria has a look of legitimate concern on her face as she looks over. Cade, we've talked about this. You don't you know what? Whatever you wish to aspire towards, I wish you the best. Just be careful.
I'll do my best, Mom.
Yeah, thanks.
Forrest is sitting there with like a towel over his head and like a towel around his. He has like 3 towels on basically because he's so damp and
Modest.
cold. Well, yeah, the dad is jacked, and then there's skinny Forrest, who's just like.
Hey, Callus is kind of skinny compared. All right, sorry, he's like
he's got like lithe muscle. Then
he's like lightweight UFC skinny though.
There's
Like
Forrest, just noodle arms, just.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know arms jiggled like that.
Yes, thank you
But,
we're probably going to be leaving soon. We have some things we need to take care of. Some things we wanted to take care of. Looks at Cade.
That reminds me, Victoria looks at you all. So, Calvi is actually going to be coming over here. He said he should be here sometime in the morning. He had to do a lot of preparations, and he wants to interrogate you about what transpired.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did y'all send a report that I gave to Victoria?
Well, that goes to us, not him. Come on.
Yeah.
Alona? Really? I mean, they do their best, don't get me wrong, but they're not Valen.
Valerie, my bad. Okay,
Yeah.
Valerie.
Yeah. And Caprinius chimes up, isn't Calvi, Valerie's brother? No, cousin. Oh. Yeah, and he didn't want to be Valen, so, you know. But I'm sure they do their best out there.
Nah, he's got a pretty good life.
Really?
Like a mansion.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of money.
Everyone at the table in the Cade family is like chuckling, other than Kadamas.
Not very materialistic group.
Yeah, they're all like, oh, that's cute. You have money. You said you're a billionaire. They're those types of people. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, be good to get it all over with so we can move on with other things.
Well, yeah, whatever you all want to aspire to.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that earlier too.
That is fantastic. So, what are you all going to be doing? If I may ask. I don't know if you want to keep it a secret again.
Go where my brother goes.
Oh, that's so sweet. See? Loyal family. Does he have that? She says to you, Forrest.
Yeah, Cad's gonna stick his head out from the kitchen. Are the pork chops still good to cook?
They're only about 2 days old. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Forrest is like grabbing his head under the towel because he doesn't want to bring up what they might be doing, and he feels like Cade is like trying to not bring it up.
Oh, very much.
Well, last I heard, we're just traveling around. We need to go back to the pyramid, so I think we're going back to the pyramid, and
Yes.
we're gonna probably check on Tick and Talk, and maybe get some supplies.
Are Tick and Talk your friends? Are they well?
Oh, those, yeah, they're very well, and they're
Oh,
good
that's
friends of
good.
mine. They're giant goats.
Giant goats. You know, they are fantastic companions.
They really are.
Yeah. Especially in this environment around here. I mean, they just live freely. They climb as much as they would like. It's really fantastic. You know, good on you befriending a couple of goats.
Well, thank you. I like
Yeah.
it up here.
It was nice getting to know your daughter a bit more. We all sat around and talked for a while.
Oh, really?
She's,
She actually talked? I'm so sorry if she brought up any, if she made you feel any type of way, inferior or anything. It's just how she is.
Oh, no, not at all. It was quite eye-opening to a lot.
Cade is purposely staying in the kitchen at this point. He's going to be in there for a few minutes.
So, Forrest,
Oh boy.
you immediately notice Costas and Caprinius and Callus' attention is focused on you.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria is still eating, smiling, looking around the table. And there's definitely...
Tension.
Yeah. Oh? Did you learn about something?
Well, we discussed what we wanted to do with our future. All of us did. What we wanted to accomplish in the future.
Well, that's wonderful. I wish you all the best with it.
Thank you.
The other three are still just focused. They're not glaring so much. They're just really focused on you.
Forrest is like looking at everybody else like, is anyone else gonna say like, or is it having to be Forrest?
Well, right now it's Flea, Dar, and Kate hiding in the kitchen.
Oh, Gray's gone. Shit.
Yeah. You know Gray'd be about that conversation, no problem.
Yes, we were discussing things we wanted to take care of.
Well, you sound like you want to say something. Why don't you just say it? Honestly, if you keep things on your chest for too long, it's just going to bury you down. She looks around the table. Children.
I don't think I was around for this conversation. I don't remember it.
As she says children, Caprinius and Callus break eye contact with you, Forrest. They are our guests. We treat them with respect.
This is not my place to talk about any of this. But as Cade's friend, I don't know if he can talk about this. So if I'm out of line, tell me now.
I do not think that you are out of line for this conversation. Though, she looks at the two boys, and now at this point, Caprinius is glaring towards the kitchen.
I don't know exactly how it was all brought upon her. And I know that you are all doing your best.
That we are.
But you need to understand that that boy in there wants to do everything he can for her.
I know. That's how he is. Forrest and Flea, you both see Caprinius's entire body is just becoming solid. He is tensing up a lot.
Kind of looks at Flea. Like, watch.
Costas. Yes, dear. Would you mind taking Caprinius out back, please?
I hope
He stands up.
Go ahead. Nothing, go ahead.
Yeah. He stands up and walks down the long table and just places his hand on Caprinius' shoulder. And the grab of the shoulder sounds like a very small clap of thunder. Come on. We're not doing this again. Caprinius slowly stands and is looking straight down at the ground with his entire body in a perpetual state of tension. No longer limping, no longer showing any signs of pain. He seems to be grabbing himself as much as possible right now. Both of you recognize, or sorry, all three of you recognize blind rage at that point. And Costas just keeps his hand guiding him towards the back of the estate. Well, Victoria chimes up. I am so sorry for how he acted.
There's no apology. This is not no apology necessary.
I hope you're not taking him out back to beat him or anything.
Oh, we are. But that's for the best for him to calm down. Until he passes out, he's going to be like that. We've been trying to teach him how to control it a little better, but he's not great at it yet. He'll get there. He will get there.
Can I do an insight check on her to see if she's furious?
Sure.
I feel like the way she said that, like, she is pissed but can control it. I'm gonna use my game inspiration.
Sure.
3D dice are on? Woohoo!
No.
3. She is... Her mannerisms, her tone, her smile hasn't changed since you met her. I mean, like, it fluctuates, but, like, nothing has been readable yet to you.
Okay.
However, Callus is still eyes wide, sitting at the table. So, that's what you've been doing, Kadamus?
Yes.
You come out here.
And the conversation comes into the conversation. Yeah.
As you walk out, she smiles at you. Now, honey, don't forget, you looked me in the eyes when you were talking to me.
I look to her towards like, what the fuck did you do? Kind of thing. And then I look towards Mom.
Out of character, I'm sorry if this is not how you wanted to do it, but...
Is that... what's going on?
Oh, come on. I know you're listening. You've always been good at sneaking around. So that's what you've been doing.
Yes. Yes, Mom.
Her smile falls.
I think for the first time, Kay's standing up straight and she's just like, yes, kind of thing, like straight in the eyes. This is what I've been doing. No lying. Being completely honest.
Well, oh, gosh.
Kay's gonna flinch at that. That he's gonna flinch at.
So, Kadamus, please stop. You're going to get yourself killed.
Kay, it just has two hands like this, just clutching, really hands tight, kind of thing. But, she's my sister.
I am fully aware, and you are her brother, and you are fragile.
I'm her older brother. Responsibility of the oldest to take.
You're right. The oldest. You are risking your life for something that may not even be possible.
Just because it might not be possible doesn't mean I shouldn't try.
Yes.
Cade literally outburst.
That is exactly what it means. Your brother is training to go anywhere and learn anything in this world. If there is a way to help her, we'll take care of it, just like we always have.
Cade's just biting his lip.
Can I tell if Cade is like not gonna say anything?
That's up to Cade.
Like, is he giving the look of like he's probably not gonna bring something up?
Oh yeah. He's hiding something. Like, there's something he wants to make an outburst of that probably anyone can see through it. Both Mom or you could see through it.
You
Well,
know, we came
yes.
to Valen, and all we've learned is family. And nothing is more important than family. And Cade is willing to do anything for his family. And if nothing is more important, does that not mean his life isn't more important than his family to him?
His life is incredibly precious to all of us.
And maybe to
And
him,
he likes to believe he's some type of hero that, despite all odds, despite all possibilities, will succeed.
But
Just like
he
those
is a
little
hero.
fairy tales. I was not done speaking. And you all hear a loud clap of thunder over top of you. Sorry. Little emotional day. He believes all of these fairy tales, all of these stories. And maybe that's partially my fault, but despite the fact that you are better, sweetie, I hate to say it, but you're still not strong.
I might not be strong, but I'm the only one who actually got something done so far. And at that, he looks stricken at that outburst after he says that.
Callus immediately snaps his attention over to you. And at this point, she takes her hands, unclasps them, and grabs onto the table. What did you do, darling?
I was desperate. I was looking for. I just wanted my sister to have a happy life.
and that's why he's asked us for help.
You were desperate. You went to some type of being, some type of power to give you what you so desperately desired and were willing to forfeit something you thought was less important. Let me guess. 4 weeks ago, when she learned that nice little trick that nobody taught her.
Cade is just looking down. Actually, no, he's just... Yeah, he just can't even meet his mom's eyes at this point.
Callus stands up and, with a very deep sigh, walks over to Victoria and positions his body between Cade and her. She looks up at him. One moment. I know, but I figured one moment's all he needs. Well. I suppose it's your life to do whatever you wish to do with it. Just keep in mind, if anything were to happen to you, she wouldn't forgive herself. And she stands up, slides the massive table out of her way, and walks outside. Gray. At this point, you are done your ritual of burial, and typically he can't talk to you more than a day ever, so you're on your way back up. However, thunder has been rippling through this area a lot more without any clouds, and as you are walking up, you see Victoria. This time, she looks far less human. You see all of the large blue lightning strikes across her entire body, and her thick braid of hair is completely untangled, lifting up, and she seems to be walking up towards the arena.
If she looks at me, I'll acknowledge her, but otherwise I am keeping my distance.
All right. Back inside.
I'm just looking at Callus.
Kate, I'm sorry.
You didn't fuck up. It was me.
Callus drops to his knees, breathing very heavily. Oh, fuck, dude. Hey, bro. He goes over to you, Cade, and, gives you a hug. Hey, come on. We all make mistakes, right? And all of you see his body is visibly trembling, like he's terrified right now.
Yeah, Forrest
Oh,
is
you think-
moving. He's still kind of stuck in his seat.
Cade is damn near shaking too. He's disappointed. He's shaking.
Hey. So, I'll keep watch tonight, okay? I doubt anything's gonna happen. He looks at all of you. I really, really doubt anything is gonna happen. Gray, you're hearing this as you're walking up. He's not being quiet, but it's muffled through the door. I'll just keep watch just in case. And, tomorrow you all definitely want to be gone. Yeah. She'll calm down in like a week or so. She always does, right? I
Yep.
never seen her like that, but yeah, she calms down.
Callus, I'm sorry.
Pot of tea, anyone?
Forrest just staring
I'll
at the
make some
door,
tea.
not moving. Please.
You see, yeah, Cade and Callius is just Kadamus and Callius is just like shaking.
And you also notice the 800-pound table was moved about 1.5 feet.
She's just
Starting
okay,
at the
we're
head
gonna-
of the
we're gonna-
table.
We're just gonna make some tea for everyone. It's the same blend, so it's got like chamomile and lavender and like all the like nice stuff that's like. That's,
Jesus fuck.
Miss Gray, we're leaving tonight.
Hey, you guys, I mean,
Callius,
Thomas, I'm glad that you said that.
I think it's best if we go.
All right, well then stay with Veronica, right?
Probably let us
Married.
stay.
Okay, I'll see if we can go over there for tonight.
Right. Yeah. Just
And then Infernal Grey is gonna be like, did she find out about the deal?
everyone other than Flea, I think,
And Forrest, I don't know.
and Forrest
I don't know.
understands.
That just nods.
Yeah, she went to the arena, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably the best place for her. His eyes go wide. We need to get a few other people up there.
Why?
She's probably gonna break it.
I'm coming with. Let's go get people.
And
Yeah,
Grey will
yeah.
put a hand on Kate's shoulder. I'm going to hear an answer tomorrow.
Thank you. Kate is like very happy for that, but just so much going on, external stimuli.
Yeah, so it's like she's trying to use like her hand as like a weight to like help him like not freak out. Just kind of like, you're here, you're in your body, everything's okay. You've got people next to you.
Let's get. Who are we going to first? Who are we going to grab? Should we go get Vanessa?
Yeah, let's get Vanessa. And you both take off, heading down. Down. Yeah, they're down, not up. And, well, all of you are left by yourselves. Grey, Forrest, Dar, and Flea.
Well, Dar, it looks like you're in the middle of some shit. Here's a cup of tea.
Felice,
Thank you.
I'm not sorry.
Thank you.
Dark.
It is the
It's nice.
So Kat and I had talked about looking for some sort of solution, and I
Yeah.
would like to do that next.
Well, I heard that and brought it up. I don't know if I should have done that, but I felt like Cad never was going to. The entire time we've been here, it feels like he's been stepping on eggshells. Like everybody's like so happy, it feels almost fake.
Yeah, I'm not very comfortable here. Sorry. Gadamus.
Well, I can't say that I don't understand the exact situation that is here.
I basically said we knew about her issues, Gray,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and that we wanted to help. And his mom said he wasn't strong enough.
Well,
that
he's
he'd
not
just
doing
get
it alone.
himself killed. And at least we're not just gonna sit on this mountain hoping for something to happen.
Grey, you notice the back door opens during that last section, and Costas walks in carrying Caprinius, who is unconscious inside. He looks at you all. Is he gonna run?
No.
He went to find help for the arena. I swear.
My wife.
Yeah. But he does want to leave tonight.
All right. He continues carrying the body upstairs and puts him down in his own bed and then comes back down. goes into the kitchen and begins cooking some food. He's been the most controlled individual in this house. Like an actual rock inside of the family the entire time. 45 minutes later, Kadamus and Callus come back after getting a few people to run up there and keep an eye on her. And Cade, as you walk in, your father walks out with a folded parcel and hands it to you.
Ed takes it, nods.
He looks back at all of you with a look that says, "Do you fucking mind?"
Outside.
Goes to his room to get his things. Grabs Flea.
Yeah, I'm going with
Yeah.
force.
Grabs Flea.
Yeah.
Dar, I assume you as well?
Yes.
And
All right.
when Costas turns around, there's another cup of tea on the table. And just Gray, like, for him.
So,
And as Gray shoos everyone out.
once everybody walks out, Cade, Costas walks up to you. Grabs you by the back of your neck. And pulls you in close.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Dad.
No. 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 You do right.
Promise, I'm going to fix this.
I know.
I will be back. I will help the rule. I will deal with my deal.
I know. I am proud of how strong you are.
Kate's near crying at this point.
You feel on the top of your head, he is.
We're going to Vanessa's. We're going to be staying the night there. We'll speak to Cove and we can head out in the morning. Cad quickly writes down finds a little something to write and gives him a small address. I'm staying here in Alona. Anything happens.
I'll let you know.
Tell Mom I'm going to make this right. I will be fine. I will save the rule.
She wouldn't listen to me even if I tried. Just be right. He, like, grabs you by your shoulders now, pulling you back. Forrest and Flea, as the two of you have gathered up your things and look down the hall, you see Aurel sitting at the top of the stairs. Just come back.
promise. I'll be back.
He grabs around the back of your neck and holds the side of your face. All right. You gotta get going. Stands up and walks up the stairs.
Takes a second, and goes to his room and starts packing quickly, and gets ready to leave. Goes up the stairs.
As you're walking up them, you see Urel sitting there on top of them, but the moment you start walking up, she stands up and runs to her room and slams it shut. She seems to have been listening.
Cat stops by his door, then walks in front of Urel's door. Just gently knocks.
There's no answer.
Well, I think we need to talk.
Your dad walks back towards you and...
I know. Well,
Just be right. Be right.
Just before I go, Urel, I just want you to know, no matter what, I'm doing this because I care for you. And then he goes to his room and packs his things.
So, about 5 minutes later, you all are gathered together and out front, Cade being the last. You've heard thunder clapping up top the mountain consistently this entire time.
Down the stairs we go. Follow me. I can bring you to Vanessa's house.
Yeah. You all walk down about another 200 stairs or so before you make it over towards the first landing, which has most of the most simple homes here. Or sorry, the first peak. Up, down, yeah. You walk to the very first door, and it's already open, and you all look at the very old human woman. Gather together all of your beds. You'll have to share room on the floor, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Before we go in, I grab Flea.
Yes, Forrest?
I'm leaving.
When are you, for how long?
I don't know. We've been apart. We're together for who knows how long, but he's gonna like kneel down. So they're like face to face, like squat down. He gives him a note. Give this to Gray tomorrow. She knows what she owes me. And have her read this.
Will do.
I'm gonna find a way to make you again.
Just be careful.
See you, bud. And he
Bye.
pulls him into a hug. And as he's going down the stairs, he's going to do one last thunder step down the steps.
And with all of you being allowed to stay here inside of her home, Forrest walking away, I think this is where we'll go ahead and wrap up the session, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, sorry it got a little heartfelt, but backstories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.